Awesome. Thanks for that intro, Vince. So yeah, I've got some interesting cyber events here to share with you all. This one is actually pretty interesting. It has to do with Dropbox. A lot of folks use that to share files. Specifically, this has to do with Dropbox Sign, formerly Hello Sign. So this is a service that folks use to sign documents similar to DocuSign. And what happened was threat actors were able to access all kinds of data related to these users, including the emails, usernames, general account settings, phone numbers, hashed passwords, API keys, OAuth tokens, multi-factor authentication details. And the breach also affected third parties who interacted with that Dropbox sign. And the breach, so this is an interesting one. Like I said, the breach was actually discovered back in April, late April 24. So this one kind of slid by us, but I wanted to bring it back to our attention again. And how they were able to do this, these threat actors, they were using privilege escalation. And so, able to, one of the things we commonly talk about is, stolen credentials and phishing as being the main threat vectors.
Yeah, big problem.
Example of that. This is an example of that. And for me, what I take from this is it's really important to have a zero trust architecture set up. It's really important to understand who has what roles within your organization.
Yeah.
And especially take safeguards around having persistent privileged access. When we talk about zero trust and making sure that everyone doesn't have access to everything all the time, really key in a situation like that. And when you talk about third parties being affected, again, this is an example of where you need to be aware of who your data trading partners are, and what sort of security level they're at. What are your thoughts on that, Vince?
Yeah, that's absolutely key. So it's really multifaceted, right? So yeah, something like MFA, could have had a positive impact on that to at least mitigate the impact. Zero trust is huge because at least with zero trust, now we're able to specify what people have access to. So even if someone does breach, depending on the type of account they're breaching, they'll be able to only access what it is. And some of these zero trust solutions are very specific up to the data or the cell level within data itself. Some of them are tokenized as well. So there's a lot of different features that are available today that really help isolate, even if things are breached. So it's sort of your safety net on your safety net. Phishing techniques, training, all that good stuff that goes without saying. We talk about it to no end. It's just one of the biggest risks that we've got. The human interaction with these attackers a lot of times are what expose us. And in large organizations, like small organizations, you're dealing with vendors, and so you need to be able to ensure that whatever access you provide your vendors with, whether it's privileged or not, or even if it's a service account, you need to be able to isolate them, train them, understand where they are, understand what their policies are, what their practices are, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's absolutely key, and I think would have been impactful in this situation if they had a multifaceted approach.
Absolutely, defense in depth, if you will.
Right.
So